Hey guys, so I have a fun and exciting swatch therapy for you because it is dear to my heart. This is the Supernatural palette from Hot Topic. My dear friend Cassandra Morgan sent this to me because it was unfortunately sold out on Hot Topic's website, but they do have it in the store, so go on the hunt if you may. Every name of the eyeshadow has to do with the show, so if you're a fan of the show, you'll know what these mean. I'm going to do some swatches for you. I did not have high expectations for this palette, but it actually blends really well, and you'll see the brush was okay. It's a little overlay of tape over there with a little bit of print on it, but I'm just going to do some swatches. This first one here is called Baby. It has a little bit of glitter in it, but it doesn't really show up that well, so technically it's just a black. I will say that these shadows are powdery. You're going to have fallout with this. You're going to need a little bit of a setting spray, a Fix Plus type of thing, for most of these shadows. But I did use this palette a couple times on the eye, and it really performs well. Even with the fallout, and you know, you might swatch it and be like, this palette sucks, but it's actually really good. So the next one is called Demon Eyes. It's pretty much the same color as Baby, but you know, it's technically just a muted black. The next one is called Angel, and this one has tons of fallout. It's pretty much glitter in a pan. If you use a Fix Plus or even like a glitter primer, I think this one would be beautiful in the eyes, but it definitely has a ton of fallout. But you can see it's pigmented. It's a beautiful silver. The next one is called Jerk. This blue is amazing. I have yet to use this one in the eyes. It's so pretty. It's so vibrant, and it is a matte. I really like this one a lot. This next one is Grace. It is more of a denim blue. It's very pretty. It has a little bit of sparkle in it. This one is also very pigmented. Those two don't have as much fallout as some of these shadows, but this one had fallout, but it was super pigmented. This one is called Hunter. It is a matte green, but as you can see, there's a ton of fallout. I did dig a little bit hard, so that was probably my fault, but that one also stains the finger, so it'll stain your eye, just letting you know. The next one that I swatched for you is called Witchy. This is a purple, and it is similar to the green. It has a lot of fallout, but on the brush, it blends really well. So a lot of times with these kind of swatches, it works differently on the eye. You need a light hand with most of these shadows. The next one that I'm swatching is Free Will. This is a really pretty color. It doesn't show up too well in a swatch, but I've worn it on the eyes. It is super pretty, like a champagne gold, peachy gold, with a glitter. This one is called Bitch. If you watch the show, you'll know why, but it is a really pretty terracotta burgundy color, and it works wonderfully with a brush blended in the eye. I'm telling you, the swatches are not doing it justice because it looks like a very powdery palette, but it just works so nice, and you'll see at the end. The next one is called Possession. It is kind of a foresty green, taupey color. It's a hard color to describe. But the next one is Pie, and it is like a brownish color. This one was very pigmented. I liked it, but yet again, it was powdery. But as you can see, for a $14 Hot Topic palette, it has a lot of payoff. The next two are kind of, you know, really light, so it's hard to see on my skin. But this one is called Aspa, and it is a nice brow bone color, or a color to put over your lid to set your eye primer. It works pretty well. Rock Salt was a very pigmented white. I feel I've used it for brow bone. I've used it to kind of put in the inner corners. It's a very nice matte white. Overall, the palette did pretty well. I'm just going to show you a little bit of a brush swatch. Now, this brush isn't great. This brush comes with the palette, and obviously the payoff is a little different. But I've used these shadows on my eye, and they blend really well. I'm going to show you. You can see, I will link down a video of me demoing the eyeshadow palette with brushes, like real brushes. I just wanted to show you a quick demo of the eyeshadows being applied with the brush that they provide. I would never use a brush like this with these kind of shadows. So I hope you guys enjoyed this swatch therapy of the Supernatural palette. Be sure to check out your local Hot Topics to snag one. And also be sure to check out Supernatural on Thursdays at 8 p.m. on the CW. Bye, guys.